Hello everyone, it is Susan here and welcome to my channel. This video is part of Lorie's hashtag. It is hashtag Enchanted Bingo Collage Challenge, and Lorie is from Enchanted Dream 71 and her link will be below. Definitely go on over and check out her collage video from today, and she'll have the list of people that are participating in the challenge in her description box. So we pick 5 prompts, and out of 75 that she has provided, and randomly, and you can't reuse them, you can only use them once. But my prompts for today are to use pink, to use a map, to use an advertisement, to use numbers, the numbers on the watches, and a check. Okay, so that's what I have to use. And then next to me, I have an assortment of stuff that I will probably pull in. I'm going to use some of this Americana decoupage in matte. And yeah, so I'm just going to get that into my bowl. A lot of times I do use Liquitex matte medium, but you don't have to. You can use, what I'm using right now, or you can use Mod Podge or just a glue stick. Use whatever you have. All right, I think what I'm going to do is just start with the background. I'm speeding up the video here, and I'll just walk you through what I'm doing. So I have this brush that I always use for this type of work because the paintbrushes can get really ruined with any of this type of product. And I am tearing up this piece of tissue paper, and this is the pink. That was one of my prompts. And I've had this tissue paper for actually quite a while, and you'll see that I actually end up like using the whole thing. So I just keep going and just keep going. And I used that all up, and I was like super happy. And I don't know if I have any more of it in my stash. Yeah, I really honestly don't know, but at least this piece I definitely used up, all of it. So, and I'm just putting it in different areas of this 2-page spread. And it doesn't have to go down perfectly. You'll see it's like a bit wrinkled and, because the way that I have always done my collages in the past was to get like one layer down, right? I want to get both of those pages totally covered with different pieces of paper, and they don't have to match. So it's not about matching, because in the end that really doesn't matter. And you'll see what I mean as I continue along. Okay, so this was the map, and here's the check. So those are 3 of the 5 prompts right there on this page. And I'm going to do a bunch of work on this spread before I get to the very last 2 prompts, which one of them was the numbers and the other one was an advertisement. And now I'm just pulling out some extra pieces of papers and stuff that I have just to cover up the white areas. And that pink, which is absolutely stunning, was actually from a magazine, but it was a feather. Super pretty. And then this here, I think I got this from somebody. I'm not sure. But obviously it is book text, and it has acrylic paints on it. Just pretty and perfect for this page. And yeah, so it really is working out perfectly. Yep, so I'm happy with this. I'm just kind of like, you look at it, it's like, oh, does it need anything else? And so I figure, well, let me put a little bit of this paper doily on it. It's a doily that I had tea dyed. In fact, you know what? I need to get tea dyeing some more of the doilies that I have, because I use them very, very often in really everything that I do. So I do enjoy using them. And then I noticed like over there, it was just kind of looking a little plain and there was a little white spot. So I put another piece of map. Now this is Dina Wakely acrylic paint. And what I'm doing at this point is I'm using an old card. It's a hotel card, to get into a room. And I am just spreading around this paint, because you'll see as I continue to spread it around, all of those colors just kind of go into the background a little bit, right? So they're not so bright, they're not so in your face. And so this is like the second layer of my collaging. And I'm just toning down that background. So remember before when I said that, the color really doesn't matter? Well, that's kind of why. So now I have these two pictures, and they're both advertisements. And I decided to go with this one right here. What was it? The advertisement was for some sort of makeup. I'm forgetting right now exactly what it was, but yeah, some sort of makeup. So now I want to figure out how I want to get this on the spread. And I wanted to do something a little odd and a little fun. And so like that big nose and that big mouth, I kind of wanted to replace hers with those, and then those watches, which are the numbers. So now these are the last two prompts, right? So the advertising, which is that woman, and then the watches, which are the numbers. So yeah, so the watches were going to basically kind of like act as her neck, right? So for me, a big part of collaging is just, I don't know, just doing some fun stuff, even if it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And you're looking, it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. So I get these pieces down, and I do have this little crown up here, but I'm gonna tell you now, that crown ends up going away. So I'm just telling you. This little saying over here is actually from Maramy Small Art. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her or not, but it says, be the best you. And I decided to put it down here where it was a little bit easier to see. And then I pulled out my white Signo Uniball pen, as well as my black one, which you can see over there to the left. And I'm just quickly putting some white dots in her hair, and it helps to define her hair and just give a little bit of extra interest. That's all. It's just fun to do. And now with the black Signo Uniball, I'm going around that saying, and I smear the black with my finger. And what it does is it helps that to become more noticeable, right? Because before maybe it was a little bit hard to see, but now your eye is drawn to it, right? And then I decided to put some of those white dots on her lips. And it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I don't know. It's like the weirder or the odder odder something looks, the better. And then this is actually a red Signo Uniball, and I just put a little bit on the watches to help them pop. And then I'm like, you know what? I'm going to take this little X-Acto knife. It's a Fiskars. And I'm going to cut out that gray around her hair because I decided that, yeah, I did not like it. So I'm just going around her hair, and it's a little bit hard to do only because the paper was a little bit wet from the adhesive. But it came off. It worked out quite well. And I did like that a lot better because I could see, the definition of her better. Like she popped a little bit on the page now. And I did a little bit of doodling here and there with some fun little circles and some squiggles. And I'm doing a quick little frame, a quick little border around the whole spread with the black pen. And just real messily, right? Just messily. I think that frame gives a nice final touch. So now you can see that the crown is gone, and I ended up putting these flowers there. And I was much happier with this. I don't know. I think I futzed with the crown too much and I messed it up and blah, blah, blah. And so here we are. But what I just cut off at the top of the page, I ended up gluing at the bottom of the page. And now I'm taking these sayings from a Happy Planner book. That top one I just put down says, I am loved, I am enough, I am strong. Then the one I just put on her cheek over to the left says, an unlimited potential. And now I'm pulling off two words that say grow and bloom, and I'll be putting that over by the flower. I first thought, well, maybe should I put it over there towards the left, but then I put it over by that flower, which was also from the Happy Planner book that I had. And I was really enjoying that. I liked it very much. I was happy with it. So that's it. I'll hold it up close for you to see. And please remember to go over and see Lorie and check out everybody else's videos. If you would like to see more videos like this, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And thank you so much. Bye-bye.